Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, let's talk with John McCarthy. Of course, the Wyoming Valley Country Club tournament is coming up, but of course it is called the McCarthy, and the history behind the tournament with the McCarthy family. John, tell us a little about McCarthy's and the Wyoming Valley Country Club. We go back a couple of years, huh?
You know, John, our history with the club dates back into the 1930s when my grandfather, Joseph J. McCarthy, was a member and eventually president of the club. When he passed away, my father, Jack McCarthy, started the J.J. McCarthy Memorial Tournament in his honor in 1967. Funny story, my grandfather had so many friends and memories at the club that when he was buried in St. Mary's Cemetery, he wanted to be buried in the front, facing the street, so he could see members heading to and from the club. My father used to say, too, that it was a way of him keeping tabs of when he was working and when he was going to the golf course. But our history with the club goes back, 85 years.
So many memories, as you said, going back all those years. How about memories for you with your late dad and in regards to golfing and the Wyoming Valley Country Club that you could recall?
My father used to take us to the club when we were kids. I remember sitting on his lap, driving the golf cart, and using the golf ball washer. My family, my mother, Cece, and my sisters, Mary Ellen and Katie, I remember attending the annual Christmas parties at Wyoming Valley. We used to have a great time. In the winter, I remember sleigh riding on the hill next to the clubhouse on hole number 13. The hill seemed a lot bigger 40 years ago. I remember playing golf with my father and my two brother-in-laws, Neil Horn and Gary Lambert. Now, for those of you who know hole 13, it's a par 3 next to the clubhouse. My brother-in-law, Neil, hit his shot over the clubhouse and onto the practice green. But my father, Neil, was so embarrassed he wouldn't go up and get the golf ball, but my father never let him forget that. And my father was not a good golfer, but he loved playing at Wyoming Valley. He had hole-in-ones on number 5 and 7. And he always used to say when it came to the McCarthy tournament that he only had to have 3 good shots all day. The tee shot on number 1, the tee shot on number 13, and the approach shot on number 18. They are the shots spectators can see from the clubhouse, and that's all he was worried about is how he looked.
Well, some good memories and some good stories there, John McCarthy, sharing the stories of the McCarthy family. Of course, talking a little bit about this tournament coming up. And John, it's a week of golf at Wyoming Valley Country Club. And, of course, it means a lot, I'm sure, as you said, to the entire McCarthy family. And it kicks off Tuesday with the ladies' McCarthy, and we head over to Friday with the men's tournament.
This tournament will be a little different. My father passed away in January, so it will be the first year without him. Our entire family will be involved from Tuesday through Sunday. We will have family members at both the women's and men's tournaments handing out gold coins for ball markers. The gold coin was my father's trademark, so we thought it fitting to give every player one this year. 3 of my nephews will be playing in the tournament this year, Tim and Gary Lambert, Dan Horn, and Dan's partner will be my niece's husband, Pat Doyle. Not very good golfers. There's a little competition there to see who's going to come in last place in the tournament. Saturday night celebration for players and guests of both the ladies and men's tournament will be fantastic. We wanted to do something a little special this year for the members in memory of my father, so we have a few surprises in store for everyone attending the party on Saturday night.
Well, John, hey, there's some talented golfers locally here, and the tournament gives them an opportunity to compete and share some great times together. As you mentioned, the get-togethers and the party on Saturday. There's really some fun times to be had and some great stories to be told for years to come.
Yeah, it's been a great tournament over the years. In 1967, the first year, Joe O'Karma and Art Brun Sr. won the first McCarthy tournament. Last year, Marty Beam and Todd Vaderheide were the winners. I think my father gave Todd a gold coin for a ball marker right before he teed off the first day, and Todd's convinced that it was that little extra good luck piece that helped him win the tournament last year. The Valley has always been home to great and talented golfers, and I think the competition in this year's tournament will be top-notch.
And, John, finally, McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers is truly behind local people when it comes to athletics. Explain why that's important to your family.
I played sports. My sisters played sports. My nieces and nephews, my son John, all played different sports in high school and college. We are truly a sports fanatic family. I don't care whether it's baseball, basketball, football, college, pro. We love it. Golf, everything. I mean, on Sunday afternoons, we all sit around and watch golf. It's just a great family tradition of watching sports. We have always been a business supporter of local athletics. We feel sports help raise a well-rounded person. We are proud to support the young and old in their athletic endeavors.
Well, John, we thank you for, again, supporting what we do here on the John Mendola Show. And, again, what you're doing with this McCarthy tournament, a week full of it, Tuesday through Sunday. People can check it out at Wyoming Valley Country Club, the 2015 McCarthy. It's right here. It's on the way. John, I want to thank you for your time and enjoy this week.
Well, thanks, John. Thanks for all you do. Your sports show is fantastic. We all listen. And I want to thank Vince Casatano and Pete Corba and the entire Wyoming Valley Country Club staff, and especially the members, for letting our family be a part of this great event.
That is John McCarthy here on the John Mendola Show, Wyoming Valley Country Club 2015 McCarthy Tournament all this week. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.